call. Welcome, Stephanie.
Hello, Joe. Thank you so much for having me. It's so lovely to meet you.
It is my pleasure to have you. The energy is already demure, terrific, fabulous, perfection.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Mhm. Well, tell everybody about who you are and what you do.
Okay. My name's Stephanie. I currently sing in the 80s studio project called Silver. In the past, I've helped out as like a hired gun, doing like filling in for bass. I'm a failed guitar player, so I can pick up a bass line decently quickly. So, so I've helped out with bass in the past, and I've been a backup singer in the past on stage as well.
Nice. Well, I'm happy to hear you in the lead on some of the songs. Your project, it's kind of like altered compositions of great
You got
80s
it.
dad rock.
You got it. It's exactly altered compositions of great 80s dad rock, and we're really trying to just synthify it all.
It sounds
Yeah.
good. It is high energy. And you also have a YouTube channel with
I
lots
do.
of fun stuff. Yeah.
That's right. So my YouTube channel is hilarious. I started my YouTube channel 10 years ago. And I have like sporadic moments of activity on there. It's called Not Even Metal. It started with like black metal humor.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I would have this thing called Black Metal Sunday, where we'd like go hang out with my cool friends on the weekends. We'd put on corpse paint, hang out in public, right? So I lived back in Toronto, and Toronto was like the heavy metal scene that I was probably part of the longest. So we would do this like black metal Sunday every Sunday that we could, try and get some footage of just like out and about with like corpse paint on, doing all kinds of apathy poses, and it was hysterical.
I
So funny.
love it.
It's been 10 years, so we haven't made a black metal Sunday video in some time. So maybe it's time to reboot it. I don't know.
I love it. I love it. I love that it's called Not Even Metal and you made fun of well, you had some comedy with black metal. So
Yes, absolutely. So like Black Metal Valentine's Day was like my first, I guess, like internet breakthrough, like meme breakthrough. And every Valentine's Day, it'll kind of come back up, right? It's like, oh, like Black Metal Valentine's Day. It's funny. It's
I
funny,
have
but
to
it's
watch
10 years
that.
old. Oh my God. So basically it's like it's I was dating this boy at the time who had these like luscious long locks, and I was like, okay, like I have to capture this in a video somehow. So I was like, how can we make this funny? So I put on corpse paint, put on corpse paint on him, and I thought we could like memeify Valentine's Day somehow. Back in the day, we were so in love, you know. We were like, let's make like a funny video. Um, so that's how that happened. And yeah, so I ended up going. My parents have like a decent amount of acreage just outside of Toronto, and they let me borrow their home to make this video.
Aw,
Okay, so like thanks, mom and dad. Like they're really cool, and
so
yeah,
romantic.
so they let me set the backyard on fire with like we built this like fire where I would burn all of my Valentine's Day gifts, and yeah, it was great fun.
I
It was
love
great
it.
fun.
I love it. It does really appeal to my humor because I have an Instagram that no one is allowed to follow, and it's called True American Glam Metal. You can follow it.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah,
Will I
so
be accepted? Okay.
yeah, you'll be accepted. Sorry, other people
Thank
don't know what
you.
you're requesting. It's not for people, it's for like extreme bird lovers.
Oh my God. I love bird watching. Oh my God. Stop it. Are you serious? You
No, but
like birds? Like as in birds? Like
girl, I
like
have four parrots in my house.
oh, you do? I had
It's
no
extreme.
idea.
Oh
Oh my God,
yeah,
that's amazing.
they're
That's
pro
like full on amazing.
I think, well, I actually started with two, which I think is a pretty reasonable number, and then
Yes.
bird sitting for someone else, and then they went radio silent, and I think that the birds are being dumped on me.
These are now
Uh,
your birds. Yeah,
I
these are
guess
now your birds.
now I have more birds.
Oh, you're the bird lady. hilarious.
I'm a bird lady.
Yeah, I recently acquired a cat this way. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, he just like showed up on my porch. He hasn't left. I gave him one can of tuna, and now he's like just not leaving. Okay, so
Okay.
I think I've acquired a second cat.
So this just
Yeah.
happens to princesses sometimes. Animals just
Exactly. Birds eat nuts out of the hands. Okay, the cats show up and the birds get dumped on you.
all right. So now we know if little cute animals are just like, I want to hang out at your house. It's just
You
princess
know,
stuff.
it's
Standard
because we're like
princess.
rock goddess princesses.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I'm a
standard stuff.
sequined diva with 4 parrots.
I love it.
Okay. Okay. So music though.
On camera. No, one of the birds has to be on camera. I need to see one bird.
Oh, okay. At the end of the episode though, because
Sounds
you're
good. Sounds good.
chaotic.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
So when did you realize that you loved rock, metal, and dad and synth music and you wanted to create more of it?
This is a great question because I always say so. I was like a music fan before I was like a rock and metal fan. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
when I was 7 years old, you're gonna laugh at me, okay? This is a Michael Jackson song, okay? So when I was 7 years old, I was born and raised in Germany, by the way. So I currently live in Canada, but I was born and raised in Germany, moved like countries when I was 17. But so like growing up in Germany, okay, the radio was like decently alternative. So I heard this Michael Jackson song called um, the Earth Song, right? And it's like super dramatic, like with like all these insane harmonies and whatnot. And I was like, whoa, like that's when I got that feeling of like just goosebumps from sound for the first time. I remember it clear as day. I was like, oh my God, like this is like something magical and I need to figure out how to make this, you know? So I know MJ is like dead and canceled, but you know what? He is what, like that song specifically just like woke something up in me. And I would say that I started like when you grow up in Germany, you absolutely have like you get no choice but to learn music theory when you're very young. So I'm very like blessed that I just blessed. I'm very lucky that I basically had to learn it. Like in
Mhm.
grade like two, 3, and 4, they make you choose an instrument, and guess what? You gotta do it, right? You gotta
Mhm.
pass, or you don't get to move on anyway. Um, so yeah, so I started like with classical guitar when I was like 7 years old. That was super fun.
Cool.
Yeah, so it was fun, right? It was super fun, but back then you don't really connect like the classroom thing to like, oh, like this could be like a fun hobby later on.
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah, so it started with like liking MJ, kind of learning about music, like almost being forced to in the public school system. And then by the time I was 12, I had hung around musical circles that just preferred heavier music. And like I would say like my parents were kind of a big influence because they always had like heavier music on in the car or at home. So like bands like Scorpions, right? Like I was a kid in the 90s in Germany. So guess what? Like Scorpions was a big deal back then. So
Mhm.
um so yeah, like bands like Scorpions really, really like shaped my idea of what I thought was good music. And
Mhm.
like it just became a rabbit hole from there, 100%. Like, yeah, yeah.
That's so interesting.
Started with Scorpions, yeah.
I I didn't know that like music theory was a compulsory part of
It's a
education in Germany.
Yeah, I mean, at least when I grew up there, right? You have to
Hmm.
remember when I was in grade 7, this was like 1990. Sorry, grade like 3, yeah, 2, 3, 4. This was like 1997, 1990, 98, 99, or like late 90s is when I
Mhm.
was in grade school in Germany. So yeah,
Mm.
back then you picked an instrument and you learned it. Okay,
Mm.
like at
Yeah.
least that's what it was back then. I mean, who knows what it's like now, but yeah, that's what
Hmm.
I experienced, and it was cool. Like it really was really cool. Like I remember thinking it's lame, like so like any other lecture in school or whatever. But now I'm really grateful because I feel like it's like it just helps
Yeah,
to learn it from
absolutely.
a young age, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. I had my dad had lived in Munich for a while, and so
Oh my
he,
God, like that's a city to live in. If you're gonna live anywhere in Germany, great place.
yeah, he was a pipe organist, and so we had a lot of organ music in our house, and we also
That's
were like,
amazing. Like that's so cool.
it's a very weird childhood soundtrack, though. Okay.
Yes, yes, but like that's I think what like trains our brains to like have this weird acquired taste, right? I don't know.
Mhm. And
Anyway, keep going.
yeah, so and we were like compelled to pick an instrument and learn it, and it was like one of my sisters picked flute and one picked violin, and I picked piano,
Cool.
but I didn't enjoy piano. Like I just like wanted to write my own stuff when I would practice, and so then I was like
Cool.
performing very badly. And so
But that's weird stories. Like you have to expect to be good, right? Like,
well, and then
so
like
part
and then string instruments came later, but my dad being a pipe organist would always just like uh we would be involved in choirs, so like sight
oh my
reading.
God, I was a choir girl too. Like hilarious, right?
Yeah, well, so I like, but it was all these different denominations because there aren't that many pipe organists like for hire.
Right? Like that
So
is just very niche. I'll say like
yeah, and so
that's
like we would
high.
like sing at like one church's choir, and then we'd be with like a totally different kind of choir later, and you just had to like pick it up and keep going. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, anyways, I don't know for sure, but I feel like he brought a lot of like Germany back with him.
For
And
sure.
he
For
also
sure.
like his German friends would come and stay with us in the States, and it was definitely a culture where it was like you do what you're told.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah. It's very like A type personality. Like
yeah,
you do it, you learn it, you do it, you ace it.
honestly, it gave
Yeah.
me a lot of self-discipline to be able to do
Yeah. For
crazy
sure.
stuff without like any direction. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, that's really interesting history, the scorpions. And
It's
now,
like scarves and choir, and here we are.
so all right, here's another one that I know is going to explode into a beautiful tangent. If your
Here we
music
go.
were a movie soundtrack, what would the movie be about?
Oh my God, this is also a fantastic question. I sat here and thought about this, and it's got to be for sure some sort of like some sort of martial arts, probably kung fu, because kung fu was a big deal in the
Hmm.
80s.
Hmm.
But like the entire like the hero saves the babe, okay, through
Hmm.
some sort of ridiculous storyline, and it's gonna be like I'd like some sort of like love story, right? And that's where like this like whole like 80s like synth, it's always about like heartbreak and all of that. So like you start out with like this beautiful love story and this couple that like everyone just adores and they're just made for each other, and then they get torn apart. Like she gets kidnapped. Okay, she gets
Oh
kidnapped by
yeah,
some evil.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she gets kidnapped by some evil force. Okay,
Hmm.
like some
Hmm.
horrendous evil force. It's probably a wizard. Okay, it's
Okay.
probably like an evil wizard that's like, I need to sacrifice. Okay,
Hmm.
so then
Definitely.
he steals this gorgeous woman from this hero, and he then has to like channel his inner superpower, whatever it is. It's probably kung fu. It's probably like supersonic kung fu. And he's like, what? So it goes through like this intense montage. Like think Rocky, right? Think Rock. It goes through this intense montage, right? He's like training, trying to figure out how to defeat this evil wizard and the
Oh yeah.
army of kung fu bears, whatever it is, right? So,
Oh yeah. I love it.
right? And then, of course, it ends like he saves the babe and he breaks the spell and the world is saved. That's
Mm.
like spoiler alert. That's the end.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is the most metal plot line I've ever heard.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm.
Evil wizard steals babe, right? And she's a babe. Like
Yeah, yeah. She's like a
that's
Frazetta girl.
yeah, yeah, exactly. See, you know exactly what
I
I'm
get
talking
it.
about.
I
For
hear
example,
what you're saying. Picking up what
barely
you're
any
laying
clothes
down.
on. You know what I'm saying. You know what
Yes.
I'm
If you could collect any three pieces of band memorabilia of all time, what would you like to have?
saying. Okay. So I want Dio's medieval shirt collection. You know how he has these shirts with the like the it's like okay, I need all of them.
Yeah.
This man has style, all right. So I need whatever he has in his closet. The next thing that I want is Ozzy Osbourne glasses
Okay.
because
Okay.
they're so like they're just so cool. See, I'm currently glasses shopping. I am like short sighted, so I'm just squinting
Hmm.
everything. So I'm
Yeah.
like, what's the next look? You know, what's the next
Uh-huh.
look? And I think it might be Ozzy's glasses. I'm not sure yet. And I think I
Oh
might go full
my
yellow, like full
God.
yellow. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, wait. You have to find someone that manufactures yellow prescription circular Aussie glasses.
Yes, yes, right. I'm like, I need to figure this out because I can't just like right now I have these like grandma glasses. They're like swooped up at the like 70s, and I'm like, it's just not a good look. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ready for some Aussie glasses. I got to figure this out.
I think this Aussie glasses idea is really brilliant because
Thank you.
wearing
Thank
those
you.
all the time. You're so welcome. Also, I gotta say, I can't believe no one ever said Dio's medieval shirt collection before.
How do you not want that? Like, how do you not
The
want
man
all
was an
these
elf.
shirts? Like, and the frills. Yeah, the outfits and the
Like,
frills and the tie-ups and the linen and like, god damn, like I need Ronnie's shirts immediately.
I mean, and also like how in I don't mean to sexualize Ronnie James Dio. I'm sure no one ever has before, but
Everyone always does. You and me probably do often enough. Anyway,
but like that little tie.
moving on.
Boys, bring it back. I need to see tiny ribbons on the fronts of men's shirts.
It's hot. I
It's
agree.
hot.
I'm into it. Yeah, it's hot. I'm super into it.
It is
Super
demure.
good. Yes, it's very a handsome look. Okay, we're into
Honestly. Dashing,
it.
truly.
Anyway,
And but the thing is, he had the matching top and bottom complete
that's
set.
the thing. That's he had the like tie up pants, right? Like, and then he's always wearing boots, always like leathery like Elfie
Yeah.
boots. And like the
Hmm.
outfits are just on point, and I take like great inspiration from his fashion style, 100%.
His little cuffs.
Yes, yes, yeah. So that's one thing I used to do, right? Like I was a designer for a hot minute, like a fashion, like a heavy metal fashion designer.
Oh,
Um, this is the craziest story. My parents' house burned down, okay, and all of my sewing stuff was
oh
in the
no.
house. I
Oh
shit
my.
you not. Yeah, this is crazy. So like they bought their first electric car, and
Oh,
within 2 weeks, like the plug that was installed in the garage combusted. Okay, the whole house is just gone. Yeah, crazy. Anyway, with all my sewing stuff. But back in the day, like 3 years ago, I had a heavy metal clothing brand called Bloodless. Okay, and I used to make these like Geo cuffs, right? It was
hmm.
so fun. Yeah, I used to basically make like Rosetta outfits.
Oh. Oh, she made Frazetta outfits for
So
boys or
that's
for girls or for both or for anyone and
it was
everyone.
it was it was mostly girls, I would say. It was very like Frazetta-esque,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Please
for
send
sure.
me
So that's like
pictures of those outfits. I want to share
thank
those.
you. Thank you. I
Send
had like
them.
a little
Send them.
fashion show. It was super fun, but like it's a thing of the past. Like I'm like for sure gonna be music now that all my sewing things are burnt.
When did that
Freaking
happen? And
crazy.
what kind of
Like
electric
literally.
car?
Say again. Sorry. So this
Okay.
was. Oh my God. Am I allowed to say this? Because like I think there's lawsuits. It's a Hyundai.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah. I may
um,
say no more.
yeah, probably not. I don't
Yeah.
know where people watch this channel from, so hmm.
Who knows, right? Yeah, but yeah, it's a Hyundai, and yeah, it just like it spontaneously combusted.
Oh my
Moving
God.
on.
And what year did that
Everyone's
happen?
okay. Everyone's okay this year, like at the beginning of this year.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
it just happened. Oh, that
Yeah.
stinks.
Totally not so. But anyway, all good. Everyone's okay. I should have started with that. Everyone's like, oh my God. We're like, no, everyone's okay. Nobody died. But yeah, all my sewing things
Well, I
are not
guess
so, right?
yeah, I guess like now you're like free to have a fresh start. Some that actually happened with to me with a collection of art that I
Stop it. Your art burnt up?
it didn't burn
That's
down. It was in a vehicle
oh
and
my
there was
God.
a problem. And so I was
That's
like
horrendous.
it was like a lot of stuff that I like worked really hard on, and then it was destroyed, and then I was like, weirdly, I didn't feel sad. I actually felt alleviated because it was like
Oh,
kind of like it's the burden of acquisition, they call it, when you like have something that you have to take care of. Like this happens to museums
sure,
a lot. They
sure.
have to like,
Yeah,
have multi-million dollar insurance policies, like
yeah,
$100
yeah, yeah.
million. Because I tried to do a music video in a museum and they're like, sure, you just need an insurance policy for $150 million. And I was
Shut
like,
up. Are you serious?
I
That's
was like, I'm gonna
crazy.
go in with my cell phone and take the thing on my phone then. So,
Exactly. No, thank you.
so
Ugh.
anyway, yeah, museums have the burden of acquisition, and when you like have something that's super super precious and then you don't have that anymore,
Yeah,
for me it
yeah.
really did make me feel lighter to lose it.
Interesting. See, that's
Yeah.
very cool.
uh,
Psychology, very neat.
yeah, but getting
Mm.
philosophical. Welcome to
Yeah.
my temple
Mm,
of rock goddess.
Some, that's right. Talking about Ronnie James Dio shirts and
Yeah, who
Aussie
has those shirts? Who
stuff.
has those shirts?
So, okay,
um
check this out. I have one Ronnie James Dio shirt. I wonder if I can find it in 2 minutes. Hang
okay.
on.
Oh my God, you
Is
do
this
have it.
not,
Oh
is
my
this
God, it's
Ronnie James?
beautiful.
Right?
I
I am like,
love
it's got
it.
like, see, here it
Oh
is.
my God.
It's like sparkly and velvety, and
Yeah.
it's got these bell
Wow.
sleeves. I'm like, this is my
Wait,
favorite.
is this one you made?
I did not make this. No, 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 no. I was like more to leather work. But this is just something I literally found. Isn't it so pretty?
Amazing. And it's made for the stage with those sequins. That is
Right?
meant to shine under spotlights like
So
starlight.
into it. So it's like starlights, just
Oh,
like Ronnie James Dio, like a rainbow in the dark.
oh yes. Yes. Correct. Oh my God. Okay,
Anyway, so I
so
guess I have like one shirt, but I wish what I wanted. I want Ronnie James Dio's shirt collection.
okay,
Yeah.
so then you have one more thing because you've got glasses, shirt collection, and
And oh, that's right. I want. What's the other thing that I want? Hmm. Oh, I for sure want like Rob Halford's like leather, like cuffs and chains.
okay.
All of his. I want all of his stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I want all his spiky stuff. Yeah, that's what I
I
want.
love it. It's gonna be such
Yeah.
a look. I can't wait to
Yeah.
see them together in the next universe. And
Universe.
yes, who knows though? You never
Yeah.
know. Life is full
You.
of
That's right.
turns.
That's
So
right. Very many.
one day your house burns down, the next day you suddenly are wearing like Rob Halford's like cock piece. And you
You
don't
never know. I want Rob Halford's coffee. How could you not feel like so powerful? Rob
know.
Halford's coffee.
Amazing. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean all the
100%.
power.
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
If you could pick bands for the lineup of a dream festival, who would you choose and where would the festival take place?
I want Survivor to headline.
Okay.
Okay, like Survivor. Then I want Gowan. Do you know who Gowan
Mhm.
is?
I only know who Gowan is because of your Spotify playlist of dad rock.
Stop it! You listen to my playlist? No way! Thank
It's my job to know.
I'm like obsessed. So Gowan is a Canadian musician, right? He now fronts the band Styx, but he like before Styx, he was kind of like his own project as well, and he still performs here in Canada now, and he's just a fantastic musician. All of his kids, from what I understand, are also musicians. He's got I'm pretty like two sons that I know of that actually will play on stage with him
Oh,
from time to time, and it's freaking awesome.
perfect.
Anyway, so Gowan is like a Canadian starlet,
Mhm.
I would say. So I would probably want to combine Survivor with a Gowan, and then like a young band, like a younger band to open. So, like somebody that sort of fits the bill. Somebody like action.
Oh, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Action.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
More Canadian.
Like traditional, yeah, more Canadian, like traditional heavy metal. Yeah.
I love, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then, okay, so where would it take place though? Are we on a boat? Are we?
Yeah, ideally I would want it to take place in like a Norwegian fjord
Oh,
where
mhm,
there's nobody else around, okay? There's like, and it's
mhm.
like super dramatic, nobody else is around, and there's just like fog rising from the water, and life is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
That's my
Imagine
plan.
the acoustics in a fjord with like high, like peaking.
Right? Like that sort of play arena rock in a
Oh yeah,
fjord, right?
that's what it's probably made for.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So that's what I would want to experience. Yeah.
it actually does sound like Wagner's uh,
Valkyries.
yeah, yeah, the Gamel, and he was built
Yes.
stage on the lake and like you had the mountain view behind.
So
Wow.
good. That's exactly the vibe. My God.
Uh,
My God. And there's a
have to
hot
borrow.
springs. There's hot springs that you can sit in while
Oh,
you're watching the concerts. Yeah, there's hot springs.
okay. So,
Yeah.
a very important detail is there a swim up bar in the hot spring, or are there some people walking around with trays?
Definitely both.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely, if you feel like you must grab it yourself, you have the opportunity, but you also have people waiting on you. Okay, hand and foot. Yeah, that's for
Oh
sure.
man, that's so great. Oh man,
That's my like ultimate concert.
love it. Can't wait. Okay, looking back, what was a big decision you made that turned out to be a great choice?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go a little bit deeper into like life seriousness, I probably would say that like about 5 years ago, I got therapy. I started getting therapy for my mental illness. Like most of us are somewhat mentally ill, right?
It's
And
all the hot girls are a little nuts. What we do.
so I would say that like I lived my 20s being like decently self-destructive, right?
Oh,
Like I
okay.
was in like destructive relationships, destructive like career choices, all that kind of stuff. And when I turned 28, I was like, okay, something needs to change, right? So I'm in my early 30s now. By 5 years into therapy and 5 years medicated for major depressive disorder and panic disorder, and it's been like life changing.
Oh my gosh, that's so great to share that because the thing is, like, I think, just some of the things that you shared about like the destructive behavior, it's like easy for us to automatically think, like going to the swim up bar too many days in a row is definitely destructive.
Right.
But choosing to take dirt jobs is self-destructive.
Yeah. Yes.
And like,
Yeah.
ex-
Letting your employer treat you like shit, right? Because
Mhm.
you think you're not worth anything. Like my self esteem was like dangerously low
Yeah, yeah.
for the longest time. Yeah, for sure.
I I think that's a
And I let people walk all over me. Yeah.
that's so important to share because like I really think that creative women
Yeah.
get this message about what is like real work and worth their
Yeah.
time and
Yeah.
just that you don't have to like accept dirt. You don't have to just like take some crap job because
Yeah.
somebody else
Exactly.
is telling you that's what you deserve. Like that.
Exactly. Fuck that. And then like you don't have to date the first guy that's paying attention to you,
Nope.
just because. No,
Yeah.
straight up. Like I'm like the fuck.
Yeah,
Going dumpster diving, like yeah, there
I
was
know. Well,
just bad decisions and just like low self esteem and yeah, therapy helped a lot.
that's so good. I
Mhm.
and like I've heard some guests talk about going to therapy for stage fright and just like a lot of different things and I just think that it's great to like share and repeat that therapy can be for all sorts of things and you don't have to wait until it's like a whole breakdown and really extreme. Like you can use
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like you don't have to hit rock bottom, but it takes I feel like it takes for most people to hit rock bottom before they make the choice to change and to follow
Mm.
through with it, right? But unless you absolutely have to, you
Hmm.
don't like to change a habit. That's just like innate in human behavior.
See, and that makes me think about what women are taught about spending money on investing in themselves as
Yeah,
well.
also a
As
thing. Yeah, for sure.
I worked with an art therapist for a while, which is just a
Oh,
combination of talk therapy with like
like
visual
creating.
mitigation.
Yeah, cool,
So
cool.
it could be like you're just doodling while you're talking about something and it's just abstract, or it could be like you're specifically creating an image of like something, whether that's sort of
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
vision board or you need to like put a memory down and destroy it. But there's also
cool.
like music therapy, dance therapy, all these other
Yeah.
that are like uh engage ways to engage with self-care. And I think that women are taught like that it's not safe to use their money to take care of themselves. They have to
Right.
feel like there's only enough money to meet expectations of other people.
Mhm.
So, what is your favorite gear and your favorite stage wear?
It's gotta be my tuning pedal, okay? Like if anything, I'm like, fuck, like I can't hear shit. My ears, my E strings out of tune. Like I need my tuning pedal, okay?
Good.
So that's it. That's what I would say. Like I love wearing cloaks on stage specifically. Like that's like the one thing I have like a tiny little sewing machine left where you can still like easily sew a couple like big pieces of fabrics together.
Ah,
So like I like to make like little like cloaks for
ooh.
performances, so they're super fun. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Send me pictures of those too. I want to share those.
I
Um,
will.
send me all these interesting creations you're making. When you hit the inevitable flaming hoop in the circus, right? Lineup
Yeah.
changes, delayed releases, blah, blah, blah. Uh, what helps you keep your spirits up, such as a
Well,
mantra or an idol?
yeah. I pray to Dio almost every morning. We'll start there.
Very
Dio hears
tasty of you.
Dio hears my prayers. But like on like a more realistic note, I'm a gardener, okay? And it's like another like hobby that I have that an 80-year-old woman might have. But when I feel like particularly shitty, particularly down about something, I'll usually spend 2 hours in my garden
Oh,
doing some
cute.
doing something. Yeah, like digging up a tree or um
Mm-hmm.
transplanting something. Yeah, that seems to like not only like does the physical activity help, like the fresh air, but yeah, just I guess just like the just being with your thoughts while doing something. I've always been drawn to nature, so yeah, that's for sure what keeps me going is like my cucumbers and my tomatoes.
I love. Oh my God, tell me more about your garden though. How
No
big
way.
is it? Yeah, tell me more
Okay,
about your
so
garden.
yeah, so I mean, like this is like my first garden I've ever had. And so I live in London, and I have like a front yard. I don't know how big is it. It might be like 200 square foot. Like it's not a shit ton, right? But it's like the size of a room, and you can do like decent things with it. So I have like a giant rhubarb plant. Every good German has to have a giant rababa plant. Okay, like that's my grandma would turn in her grave if I giant rhubarb plant. So I have that, and of course, with the rhubarb plant goes a planter of strawberries, so I can make rhubarb strawberry pie in a few months, as one must. Um, and then I also like to grow like just basic stuff like potatoes. Again, like the European in me has potatoes, and I have a decently cool basement where I can actually store the potatoes during the winter. Same with
Oh,
onions. I like grow and store my own onions. It's a fantastic way to save
oh.
money because Canada's so expensive to live right now. It's insane. And then I'll grow like tomatoes. I'll make tomato soup and tomato sauce and freeze that to use throughout the winter. Yeah. and I do have like certain flowers that I like foxgloves. They're probably
Oh.
one of my favorites because they're like prolific self seeders. I don't have to do anything to take care.
Oh. Oh, I
To do nothing.
love.
Yeah, I do nothing to take care of them. They just self seed and like look pretty the next year. I got to do nothing for them. It's
Wait a minute.
great.
So you're telling me that you go out there in your sequined starlight Dio shirt, you see birds,
Yes,
and then you are
the
growing
bird
a
the bird
strawberry
comes to my
rhubarb.
hand. Yes,
Uh-huh.
and
Well,
I
you,
also I'm also growing my own jack-o'-lanterns this year. I'm
oh,
gonna for
oh
Halloween.
my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm a Van Halen jack-o'-lantern,
Oh,
so
stop.
I'm growing my own this year. Okay.
Oh my God. Ah, I can't wait to see
Awesome.
pictures of the jack-o'-lanterns with a pie and the outfits. Wow, I'm excited for this with the birds and the cat.
With the bird, yeah, and the cat, and the weird
Wow.
cat.
I feel like we're gonna see like a little twinkle of light next to your head, and we're gonna know it's Dio. He's there.
That's right. He's there with me in spirit.
Mhm.
I
That's
pray to Dio
awesome.
every day.
The garden sounds amazing.
Yeah, I love it.
I had a garden at my parents' house, and it was a property that had been terraced. And
Oh, so nice.
so there was this one hill that got the afternoon sun, and I had like a complete maniac gone up and loped the lower branches so that it was like a high canopy over this space.
Oh,
And there were these tiger lilies that mutated and double bloomed. So instead of, I guess, six petals, they had like 12 or
no
something.
way. That's
So,
like tropical looking.
ooh, and then I wanted to propagate them. So I removed all the other plants and took out the bulbs of the, like I watched where they were. And so then
Mm-hmm.
the whole hillside were these mutated tiger lilies undulating
So cool.
down.
Oh my God. Were
It's
they
so
purple?
cool.
Like, like,
It's very metal. So,
and like straight up their metal style.
and you know, I think the gardens are metal
Thank you. Right? Like they need to make a comeback, everybody. Gardens are metal as fuck.
because they're witchy and they're full of little things that you
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
charms and
Exactly.
spells and potions
Exactly.
with.
Yeah. I do
And
grow my own sage, my own lavender, all that stuff. You
oh,
know what I'm saying?
completely like ancient witchcraft,
Yeah.
very spooky, very
Thank you
dark.
extremely. Yes.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
Wiccan. Okay. People need to
Well,
stop making fun of
mm,
my gardening hobby.
I can't think of anything that is more metal than a garden anymore.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much, Joe. I
Can't think of
appreciate that
anything
so
else.
much.
Can't think
Thank
of
you.
anything.
Yes, same.
Dio probably had a garden. So,
For sure. He was growing his own herbs, 100%.
yeah. Okay. So, what's a performance memory that you'll never forget?
Oh, my favorite performance memory. I love this. So, so I went on tour with Thor, the Rock Warrior, a few years back, and that's for sure like my favorite.
I really appreciate that guy.
Oh, right? Like, come on. Who doesn't
Come
love Thor, the Rock Warrior? Like, he's freaking awesome. Uncle Thor, as we call him, once you're part of the family, he's just Uncle Thor. I love it.
on.
It's so cute. Anyway, he's so I went on like just a short 2 week tour with him where I did backup vocals and I was part of the actual like stage theatrical show, right? I was one of his Valkyries.
Oh, great.
Um, it was so fun. Like
So,
I got like wheeled swords on stage, right? All that super fun stuff. He gave me a sword, which is awesome. I still have it.
excellent.
I should grab it. I don't know where it is. I should have grabbed it for the
I
interview.
think it
Anyway,
should be a garden decoration.
yeah, I'll just like Excalibur, just put it in my strawberry bed or something, right? Something like that. Um, yeah, so that's for sure, 100%. But probably like Montreal Piranha Bar, that was like the energy was just electric that evening. It was so fun. With my sword, I got to crowd surf. and like it just felt like time stood still for just a second. Like I was just like floating. It was super cool.
Surf of the Valkyrie.
Surf of the Valkyrie, exactly. Wagner, heavy metal Wagner.
You know, my favorite thing about Thor is actually that at Muskelshock he invented this thing that was like an award of some kind, like a lifetime achievement award, and he presented
uh,
it to himself. And
yes, yeah, for
I
sure.
I loved that. I guess some people didn't get it, but I thought it was
But he
so,
knows it.
I thought it was so great. Like I was like, "Oh my God, I should next time I go to Muskelshock, I should like wear a sash that says Miss Muskelshock."
Yes, please. If you don't say seriously, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
Why
what I say was Miss Muscle Rock, okay?
yeah, why shouldn't I?
100%. Well, if that's the case, if you know, if you ever invite me back on stage, then you're coming with me.
Okay, for sure. Okay.
100%.
Love it. That sounds like a fantastic night.
It was
Surf the
great.
Valkyrie.
Surf of the Valkyrie.
And
Sword surf.
yeah, I'm just
Anyway.
and now I'm like also preoccupied with all the different ways you could use that sword to decorate your garden, like hanging it from
Mm-mm.
a tree, or like if you put it in a tree, will a tree grow around it a little bit? So
That's
then
a good question. Like, can I like impale the tree with it, and does it just become part of it? Like,
Mhm,
should I braid the tree branches around the
mhm,
sword? Like,
mhm.
these are all things I must ponder.
Really big decisions ahead
Very
of
big.
you.
Yes.
Yeah. So
My God. Jesus.
all right. So,
Anyway,
um, all right, last question. After a long day of recording, touring, or working out the kinks, what do you like to do most? Practice self-care.
only self care. Okay, for sure. That's hanging out with I love my animals. I've always been an animal person. Okay, like I grew up with a golden retriever and two rabbits and cats, all different kinds of fluffy things. And usually, like if I'm just so drained that I can't do anything else, I'll find one of my fluffs to cuddle with for sure.
Um,
100%.
Pet cuddles are just so good for bringing the heart rate down and release
Yes,
like
exactly. It's like,
mhm,
oxytocin, your happy
yeah,
hormones, like it's
mhm,
a real thing. It's actually therapeutic.
it is. And I mean, you know, people are always asking me like how old my immortal soul is, and I just explain that I have, you know, four parrots now. I don't experience stress anymore
No,
because
of course not.
birds will solve all your problems,
Of
especially
course.
especially if they're adopted. Rescue parrots,
Yeah.
those are
Oh, yeah. All of mine are adopted or like I said, like the last cat that came to me just like showed up on my porch, and now
that's a
he's
rescue
like
cat.
they found me. Like usually they found me. The one before that, I adopted from like a foster home, I guess. Like
Mhm,
she was
mhm.
like in between shelters, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
I managed to get her out before she entered another shelter.
Yeah, yeah, and that is how we just will be beautiful pixies for eternity.
And princesses,
Mhm.
dealing with birds and cats and all that.
That's all I got planned for. It's all I got time for. So,
Exactly, exactly.
okay, cuddling the pets. Everybody cuddle their pet after this episode.
Yes, please. Everybody has to cuddle their pet, and everybody has to pay the pet tax. Okay, drop the name of your pet in the comments.
Wait, do you have any new announcements for us? Because right now you have three singles released.
That's
And
right. We have 3 singles released. There's a video coming in the next two
hmm,
weeks. Okay, we're gonna finally release a new video. We've been somewhat inactive, mostly just due to life. All of us have jobs, but yeah, so we're gonna do a video in the next 2 weeks. It's gonna be fun.
oh, yay. Is it a new song or is it a video for a single that's
It's
already
gonna
been?
be a video for an old song. We are like halfway through recording a new song, so we'll see. It might take like another few months.
Fun, fun. I'm
Like
so excited.
fourth quarter release, worst ever, but we're gonna try.
I am super excited that you are continuing with this project and making more stuff. It's super fun to listen to.
Absolutely,
Also,
love it. Yeah.
question,
Mhm.
why don't you have this music on Spotify or
You know,
iTunes?
Probably should, these days I honestly just didn't put it I didn't make it a priority, I would say, over the last year or two. I've been somewhat concentrating on my career. This is something I don't talk about it very much. I'm a nurse. So, I work in operating rooms and I work as like an injector as well. So, not a lot of time that I've spent on silver over the last few years, but
Mm.
things are slowing down, so I can finally concentrate on music a little bit.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, I'm super excited for the new music. I hope that you do get to get it onto a streaming platform.
Yeah, we gotta do something.
If you
100%.
yeah, if you need any help like with those systems, I can help you.
That'd be
And
awesome. I
yeah,
could
it's
for sure
like
use, yeah, for sure use help navigating the things.
yeah,
100%.
it's not too hard. Yep.
Yeah.
And then that way it can be shared on like Instagram and used in stories and posts and stuff like that.
Shut up. That would be so cool.
Yeah, you can make your royalties and everything else that you totally deserve.
Thank you. I would love it.
So then, where can everyone listen to your music and follow what you do?
So right now we have an Instagram and a Bandcamp. Our Instagram is called Listen to Silver, and Bandcamp as well. It's listentosilver.bandcamp.com.
Okay, perfection. And now we shall play the vinyl game.
Yes, can't wait.
Okay, so everybody knows how to play. I hold up two pieces of vinyl and you pick one to talk about or ask a question
Mm-hmm.
about. Bonnie Tyler or Fleetwood Mac?
Ooh. Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac. Oh, Fleetwood Mac, my dad's favorite band. My dad is like one of my favorite people in my life. He's very heartsick. So he's been like his health has been on and off for some time. So whenever I see a Fleetwood Mac album, I think of him. Just a fantastic influence in my life. My very first I guess 70s ish band probably was Fleetwood Mac. He introduced me to, just very standard go your own way, right? He would write it in almost every birthday card. You can
Aw.
go your own way because he was very, um, yeah, he was very supportive of like my rebellious spirit, right? Which I guess like that can be a lot when you have a daughter that's like extremely rebellious. So, Fleetwood Mac sort of has that special place in my heart because of that. Like he would always encourage my rebelliousness with that like song specifically.
Aw.
Yeah, yeah, super. Yeah, yeah, close to the heart for that one.
Oh, that's so cute. Love that. Okay. Blondie or Demi Lovato?
Oh my god! Okay, let's go Blondie. I know nothing about Demi Lovato.
Oh,
Blondie.
okay.
No, I really know nothing about Demi Lovato, and it's sad because I like someone live under a rock.
Oh no, it's fine. I think that's not metal or not even metal, right? Better
Not
said.
even metal, not even metal. But see, that's the thing. I like so much.
But actually, Demi Lovato's whole band is women that are from the metal scene, like Nita Hurricane.
Shut up.
Yeah, Nita.
Okay.
So
Nita's Demi Lovato's band. I have no idea. Oh my
that's her
god.
guitarist. Yeah, you
No
should check out.
way. I love Nita. She's
Yeah, check out the album called Holy Fuck. It sounds like it's written by Courtney Love.
Stop it. So really, I'm gonna pick Demi Lovato and ask questions.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
It's not this album. This is not that album. But also Demi Lovato's like singing coach or whatever. Demi Lovato is like amazing. And she's a girl that can sing live and play guitar flawlessly.
No, stop.
Same time. I'm
She's so
impressed.
talented. That's super impressive. Good for her.
Yeah, I think that she
Very
was in
cool.
the Disney pop princess thing, sort of trapped in that. And then,
Yeah.
but her real music taste is heavier. And then she made this rock album. But I will say that it's kind of polished the way most things come out of like that industry, very polished. But
Sure.
it still has a very strong Courtney Love sound to the songwriting. And then, yeah, and her drummer, everybody in her band is like a real girl like us who's like
Shut
related.
up.
She like went
Yeah.
I'm gonna find like cool girls from the metal scene for my band.
Yeah, yeah. That's so sick. All right. Well, good to know. I got to go down a Demi Lovato freaking rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cher, Pat Benatar.
Share, share, share. Huge
Cher.
Cher fan. Oh my God. I'm
Oh.
obsessed with Cher. Obsessed with Cher. So I don't know what, like, why, everybody always hates on Cher, like, in Believe, right? Everyone is like, add auto-tune, so overused, so overused, so overused. But really, it's used very sparingly in that song, and
Mm,
only as like a sample. You know what I mean? Like, it's like,
mm.
oh, look what we can do. Look what we discovered this thing. Look what we can
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah.
She's a fantastic musician, fantastic singer. But gets all this flack after Believe. All of a sudden, she's a hack, right? Like, I
Mm,
can't stand
mm,
that. Listen,
mm,
listen to her albums before that,
mm.
and even during, like, even on that track, Believe, that everybody shits on,
Girl.
even there, it's used so sparingly. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And she has
Hmm.
proven herself to have fucking pipes, man. She
Yes.
writes, she writes as well. She's not some like ditzy some ditzy gal. Like, she's
Yeah.
freaking fantastic. She's talented. She knows what she's doing. And back then, that was just like they had just discovered it. They wanted to see what they can do with it, and that's it.
I love how much you love Cher. I love it.
So thank you. Super into it. Yeah, super into Cher. Love Cher.
Oh,
Did you know
that
that
is
she's 73? She's 73. She
mhm,
looks amazing, right? I'm
amazing.
like you look so good.
Okay, she looks so good because she never got married, but well, actually she did, but then she didn't do it twice. And then
That's right. Once is good enough, right?
anyway, I am currently listening to Cher's discography in consecutive order, because I've like kind of discovered that stars that, well, I don't know why if I discovered it, but anyways, it's a way to like hear a biography of an artist.
Hmm.
And yes, Cher in the 80s with Heart of Stone, that album is so metal. And
Mm.
yeah, oh, you wouldn't know love if it knocked
If
on
you
your
knocked on
door.
your door, you wanna know it now. Like, those harmonies are huge. Like, I'm getting literally goosebumps right now, right? Like, it's like, and like, her, like, she writes songs. I think Desmond Child helps write her songs, or write songs for her, and Desmond Child wrote songs for Prince, for Michael Bolton. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
these
yeah.
are like legit fantastic musicians.
Oh, I love.
Love Cher. Love Cher. Yeah.
Yeah. And oh, and you know what else about Believe? Believe came out when Cher was 52 or 53.
Yeah, it's her first like big hit, right?
It was the
And
biggest hit
still,
of her career. And
that's
she's
right, and still people
53.
hate on it.
Yeah.
Guess what?
So,
Imagine, like, the biggest single that you ever brought out is also the one that catapulted you into, like, first of stardom, second of, oh, she's not legit. Like, I don't know. That what
yeah,
a
that is a
that
really weird
people
thing.
are people are so judgy.
Honestly, if you don't have haters, you're not popping. So,
Exactly. And check this out. She also has a workout video. Okay. So whenever I'm feeling flabby, I do the Share app workout.
oh my God, that's amazing. That's going
It's
right
the
in there with
fucking
cuddling pets in the
dude.
garden.
It's the
Share.
fucking tits. You have to do the Share app
Oh,
work. I'm always like, like, I'm like, I thought I had stroke house and Share. Turns out I do
oh
not.
my God. That's the best, most metal self-care tip I think
Yeah.
anybody has given. I don't think that we had a competition for most metal self-care tip, but we have now set a
This is
bar.
it. This
Yep,
is
the
it.
bar is
Okay.
set, baby. All right. Kevin,
Share's app workout. What have we got here? We got Tina Turner. Let's do Tina Turner. Tina Turner. We got another one. My dad introduced me to Tina Turner when I was just a young baby. Tina Turner, for sure, is one of my, like, karaoke go-tos.
oh,
You can't go wrong with the little Tina Turner karaoke. What else is there to say about Tina Turner? She's fantastic.
what's your two Tina
Incredible
Turner
voice.
track?
It's got it has to be for sure What's Love, and then probably Promiscuous.
But Tina Turner, another beautiful example, 44 years old, wins her first Grammy. She
Yeah.
remember that she also had 4 children at that point. and was a
She
divorced.
didn't. I had no idea. I didn't know she had 4 kids. That's
She,
crazy.
she had two of her own, and Ike had two before they got together.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
He just ditched him on her, sort of
Right.
like parrots. And so,
Mhm. Mhm.
but Tina, she also didn't get remarried until she was uh, pretty old, late 60s, early 70s, something like that. And then she married a Swiss gazillionaire who was younger than her.
No.
And
About how much?
and he was actually pretty cute. And
Okay. Good for her. Good for her.
he had a very nice little like castle manor that she had.
I'm not upset about that. Like,
Okay, so do like Cher and Tina, and if it doesn't
yes,
work with that first marriage, just take a break.
exactly. These
And
women haven't figured out. These girls haven't figured out.
yeah, and actually another very talented lady who has like the castle thing going on is Enya. She
Oh yeah, she's
she's,
incredible.
she's never been married. She said
She just drops like a fucking banger and then just like disappears into the shadows. You know, I'm like, you're
yeah,
a legend. You fucking legend. And
she doesn't she doesn't
yeah,
like to play live. She's done like a couple of like
yeah.
TV
She's
specials.
like, people want me. I know they do. You know, but like, it can't happen. Good for her. Good for
She's
her.
got like a bunch of cats and lives by herself in a castle and um
Goals.
goals for sure. Yeah.
Great. I'm into it.
So a newer band, Hoax or Shaka Khan.
Tell me about this newer band. I don't know about them.
Okay, Hoaxed is a three-piece all-girls band out of Portland, Oregon, and
Cool.
they are a doom sound. This album I officially titled as the best drum recordings of 2022. The,
Whoa.
the drum recordings on this are, I mean,
Like next level.
honestly, the drummer is basically the front person in this band.
No way. That's super rare.
She's
Okay.
she's not singing. It's just that's
She
how
doesn't sing. Like it's just she's just like is she forward in the mix per se? Like or
yeah, she's forward in the mix, but it's also the recording. It's just tremendous.
cool. Cool.
Yeah, like and oh, it says on here, this is actually pretty accurate. For fans of Lucifer and
Nice.
yeah, and some other
I like that.
some boy bands. Or if
Cool.
you've ever heard of the band LA Witch, which is another three-piece kind of doomy band with those um sort of intentionally flat kind of dreamy vocals.
Oh, neato. That's super neat. Very cool.
And
It's
then
like almost like ritualistic, right? That's cool. Very cool.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. And then just a little love for Shaka Khan today because she's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and actually I think her best work was with Rick Wakeman on the album 1984. She sang War Games and Robot Man, and Robot Man frickin' slaps.
Bro, my man does slap. It's been a hot minute since I listened to that, so I gotta dig that back out. Like, yeah.
Dude, so happy that you knew about Shaka Khan, Rick Wakeman
yeah,
making Robot Man. That's a deep
yeah. It's like that's
fucking
like,
metal.
and that's like where it all fucking like. I think that must have been the first Shaka Khan like song that I heard. To be
Oh,
honest, somehow, like
wow.
somehow, I just hung out with like the Toronto heavy metal scene is full of like nerds, right? Like like
Mhm.
music nerds. So this guy called Ian from Cauldron, right? So
Oh, yeah,
he
Cauldron.
like he's yeah exactly called. So we're like I'm like friends with him, right? So like he's always just scouring like the music verse for deep cuts. So that's where I found that. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah,
yeah.
I think that the first Shaka Khan song that I remember hearing was with Stevie Wonder, Through the Fire to
Oh
the
yeah.
to the world. That's got to be covered by a metal band
Oh
because that is
yeah. Yeah, that's right. I don't know. You'd be surprised. A lot of deep cuts are not known.
mm, 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 mm,
Mhm,
mm.
mhm,
That is
mhm, mhm,
uh,
mhm, mhm.
mm-hmm. Shaka Khan.
So
And
good, man.
she looked so good doing everything she
I
did.
know, right? I'm like, goddamn girl, like, pass
Just
on the
like
tips. Pass
Yeah,
on the tips.
I need to know what Shaka Khan's ab workout video was.
Yeah. Does she have an ab workout video? Because like I'll line that up right after Cher's ab
Oh my
workout,
God. You're gonna have Cher Shaka Khan abs and live in a castle with cats, a garden, and
I'd
Yoshi.
like deal shirts. Yeah, I'm gonna have like a 12 pack. It's not gonna be 6 packs, it's a 12 pack, okay? Just like
Sword in the tree, or the strawberry bush. The sword and the strawberry.
the salt and the strawberry, my dear. Yeah, that's my kind of vibe for sure.
I love your vibe. Thank you.
I love your vibe, Joe.
Let's hang out.
Seriously, like for realsies, can you show me one of your parrots? Is there any chance?
Okay. I will bring a
Okay,
parrot.
all right. I just love birds. I need to see this parrot. She can't tell me she has parrots and not show me her parrots. Or at least one parrot.
Okay. This is
Oh my, who is this?
wait. Beep boop beep boop beep boop. Ring. Hello.
Oh
Hello.
my god! It's cute.
He's good. Look how cute his little feet are.
Oh my god! So,
Oh,
he's like grabbing. Oh, stop it!
he's
Oh,
such
little
a good
Gaga.
baby.
Oh my.
Hello.
Oh my god! Oh, kiss! I'm dying right now. That is so cute.
He is my.
Let me see if I can find my cat. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hey, check this out. I have the angriest looking cat of all
Oh
time.
my gosh.
Look at her. Look at her mustache. She's a lady.
So cute.
She is a lady. So what's your guys' personality like?
Oh, I can't hear you. He's muffling your microphone.
Oh, what's your guys' personality like?
Oh, Pongo, he is the prince. He is the man in charge. Yeah, yeah. He, he I know he argues with me, as you can see. I didn't even touch him yet, and he acts like I broke him.
He's got something to say right away. He's like, like so
But
dramatic.
then when I snuggle him, he's just all about it. He loves.
Oh, what's up, boo boo?
He's
Well,
sweet. Okay, let's. All right, we can.
this she had a basket. She hated it. Anyway.
Oh. Wait, so your band is in
We're in London, Ontario.
oh, London, Ontario.
We're
Okay.
in London, Ontario. We used to be in Toronto, but like most artists, like after the pandemic, all of us kind of moved outside of Toronto, where
Okay.
life is more affordable.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
now
yeah.
we're like in the outskirts of Toronto and currently live in London.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Stephanie, we shall now have private pet cuddle time or something.
Absolutely, absolutely. You better check out that ab share workout. Okay.
Oh my God, I got a lot to check out. I
Yeah.
have. Thank you.
It was so lovely to meet you.
You too.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Wait.
so much for having me on. Yeah, that's right.
now.
That's right. We got to do it right. Okay, bye.